This is my third time of visiting Plateau State in my official capacity in the last 1 year and 3 months. I could remember that my last visit to you, Your Excellency, we had very useful discussions which produced great results that have prevented several incidents that have happened in Plateau. We condemn in the strongest possible term this violence. We recognize the severity of the incident, the severity of the situation, and its negative impact on the local farming communities in Plateau State. We have recently increased our deployment to Plateau State. We have deployed more men, more security personnel, and more operational assets to the affected areas. The criminals are exploiting the obvious fact that it is not possible for us to cover all the vulnerable communities in Plateau State with manpower. But what we cannot cover with manpower, we will look for other ways of covering them. This cannot be allowed to continue. I don't want to say much on this, but I would say that this criminal element will soon be surprised, because I know that their days are numbered.
I will be surprised if you do anything spectacularly. It is us that will be surprised if there's anything, because all of these things you are saying now, in the next couple of days, another community very close to that community will be attacked, and they will dare you. Unfortunately, we are tired of all these cliches, used, overused, and abused statement. The severity of the attack we condemn in strong possible terms. I can tell you that what you are going to do there is political, because if you were there several months ago, according to you, 1 year and 3 months ago, and then you agree to prevent and see this kind of occurrence, this kind of things here happen, it shows that you are failing. Unfortunately, these guys, the police IGP and a lot of the senior officers, are the most trained police officers I talk to you now in Africa. They go for training courses, they travel around, they collect courses. It's lucrative to go for trainings and all of that. But the real officers that does this job on the rank and file of the police, they are never trained. They are never trained. The most that they call for them is to read riot act to them at some instances, not because they are. So the thing is, we do not have a security architecture, and it's unfortunate. And I'm going to break this down into several layers. Just yesterday, after I made the video of the policemen that all Nigerians are attacking, they are shaming, they embarrass us. Like I said, we have a systemic failures we need to deal with. Except you are not aware, I can forgive you. But if you are aware, you are joking to thinking that you can blame officers on the street for some of these things. Are you aware of the welfare package for these officers? I said yes, and some of you, maybe I said it in passing. I grew up in the hands of a policeman. My father served and died in the police force. And I can sit here now and communicate to you that I do not have benefit of him having worked in the police force for over 30 years. He had just a couple of years to retire until he had the accident that took his life, right? And spanned over a few years. But then, this is me looking at all of the things happening. I'm telling you. Unfortunately for me, I got a DM from a senior police officer to the rank of commissioner. Sent me a DM. I don't share private conversation of people on my platform for any reason. I don't need to validate. But I got a DM, and I was shocked to hear a lot of things. And then he agreed that there is systemic failures. As much as you want to say police should do, but what is the welfare packages? Like me now telling you, for example, he said in his words that up to commissioner level, the pension for a commissioner, somebody that retired is about 100,000 naira. Whereas House of Rep members, senators that serve not even serve, that went there to play for 4 years, 8 years, live with several millions of naira, not up to 100,000. So what is it for them to risk their lives about? And then tactically, the police is not even prepared for any form of the minutest, the miniest, the minimal of battle. Our police is not prepared for it. Have you visited the police station, the police station information, outpost, divisional police officer, or a police station anywhere around you? and see the kind of people there, old men and old women. And these are the people that are supposed to help to maintain law and order in communities. Because the young people that have been employed, that have been sent out to go and hustle, they are looking for Yahoo boys, looking for drug addicts. Not that this is an crime, but the reason they are sent out so that they are marketing department. The young people, I was told of a young man who got to the police, and then a particular DPO was saying, they don't give me boys, so you want to work with me. They don't give me boys. The person was telling me, the DPO was complaining that they don't give me boys, they don't give me boys. So I said, waiting make and they ask for boys. See, those are the people that can threaten the people on the street for them to get money. I've said it here before. While I was working now with you several years ago, I met a divisional police officer who was a lawyer, trained lawyer, and he was telling me that it's been 2 years as a divisional police officer. He's yet to receive 1,000 naira subvention, 1,000 naira support from either the divisional headquarters or the state headquarters or anything. So running on stationaries, fuel vehicle, fuel of the office, generator, fixing everything is left for them. So how do you expect? So that's why you see that they can collect money from you for filing, collect money for you for bail, collect money for everything. As you don't hear say bail is free, you don't say police fee effect. Don't you think it's easy? It's just to arrest anybody. Police can just go and it's not the same police that can be detective and act as secret agent. You don't hear that. All of these stations you see in communities, they are never empowered. No money goes to them. But these people, the IGP and the rest of them, sit on top of this and continually use this money to take care of themselves. There are babes, there are girlfriends of some of these top police officers that live better than an SP. I'm not joking. There is a babe of a senior police officer in this country that has a convoy of over 6 cars. We'll get into a lot of this in no distant time. Convoy of over 6 cars. A girlfriend of a senior police officer. Whereas a superintendent of police cannot boast of having to train 2 children in school at the same time. Let's call a spade a spade. And that's why I think that as Nigerians, this is not the next layer. As Nigerians, the trust and belief of the Nigerian police force to fix and security challenge must stop. The trust and belief in the government. All Nigerians that come from various communities. I spoke to a cousin of mine this morning, and I said, we will not wait for these guys to get to our villages. I don't have a grandfather in the village. I don't have a grandmother in the village. I don't have a father and mother. But I know I have uncles and extended family. We will not wait for these guys to go to ravage our villages before we start to work. It may not be time for us to start to put money together and ask some of the boys around to get weapons and begin to groom a strong vigilante team. All of you going to do parties and throw money around, whereas your villages, your homes, it is that time Nigerians, wherever you come, whether you live abroad, it is that time we begin to create WhatsApp group for strong security. That's the way we can get secured. The DSS DG said the other day that secure your whole lands. Now you're hearing the police IG saying that they cannot be everywhere. So what are you waiting for? All of these millionaires, young boys and girls, this is the time to start to, if you live in a community, this is time to start to call. Make calls and call your big men. Begin to call them. This is not the time to go and say, leader. I had a program in Ozora, and I've said it here several times. They will line in front of Leo Ogo's house to be collecting money. Whereas the same community was being ravaged. If Liogo, for example, is committed to be dropping 5 million naira every month, and I'm saying this, I'm just making an example. If the big men, the millionaires, and that's why I look at the south, some of these things can be curbed. We cannot claim that government has to do everything for us. All of the people in your community, everybody, there are people that cannot give 5 million, they can give 1 million. Some can give 500,000 every month, some can give 100,000. Empower them, take care of the guys doing it, buy equipment, give them all of the things they need. Those people are the people that will secure, because waiting for police, for army, for DSS to come and secure, you are joking. When communities begin to build their own strong security network, what they are supposed to do now is not to be collaborating. And guess what? The collaboration is even minimal, because at the end of the day, it is these police officers that are even the problem. They are the one like a Desica, they are the one not knowing what to do, because how many people can risk their lives? What do you want to risk your life for? Are you going to risk your life and die on the cause of for a country who will leave your family bare? Since my father died in active service, no senior police officer has taken phone to call. I paid money to secure documents, pay slip, all of this. Go to them. I paid money to police officers to secure these things from police. You know why? Because that's the system. That's where we are. So my father now laid his life thinking that he was going to die and leave us for who? If now God will take care of us. There's a parable beneath that says, now God they pursue fly for cow will not get tea. That is how. So people are now getting smarter to say, I won't die for this. I won't try it. So at the end of the day, you see that we need to begin to protect ourselves and take care of our communities. And it's painful all of the things happening in some of these communities. But do not wait for this guy to solve, because they cannot even solve the problems. They don't even know what to do. Government is paying lip service, not paying attention to it. I've asked this question yesterday and I'll continue to ask. What exactly has Bola Tinubu introduced to the police system of battling crime and securing lives and properties that is different from what Muhammadu Buhari did? Nothing. The only thing is to have empowered his brother. Tenure ended and elongated his tenure to remain there. As long as he's a Yoruba man, he should be there. Whether or not he has the tactical, no, whether or not there's a political will. Don't ever deceive ourselves. Don't deceive us. I've said what I need to say. And don't wait for government, don't wait for police, don't wait for there, don't wait for army. Fix your communities and secure your lives yourself.